The stupid clever mob are revealing more and more of their US Defence Advanced Research Projects Agency now hopes to use artificial intelligence to forecast human behaviour on a grand scale.
Can you feel the digital cage closing around us? The elite's obsession with AI isn't just progress, it's control, reshaping our lives and freedoms. Who really benefits from this AI worship, and what happens if we stay silent? The future is at stake, and the truth demands attention. Can you really call yourself free when every move you make is predicted, analyzed, and controlled by artificial intelligence? The global elite aren't just using AI as a tool anymore, they're worshiping it. They treat it like a god, a force that can solve every problem, and more dangerously, control every aspect of our lives. This isn't some far-fetched conspiracy theory, it's the blueprint for the digital cage, a world where human freedom could become nothing more than an illusion. But how did we get here? Why is this AI worship so dangerous? Because when you elevate a machine to divine status, you give it power over people, and that power is already shaping policies, technologies, and societies in ways most of us don't even realize. The question isn't if this cage is coming, it's how tight it will be and whether we'll even notice when the door closes. Now, let's talk about the people building this cage, the so-called stupid clever elite. It sounds like an insult, but it's a precise critique. These are the technocrats, billionaires, and government insiders who are brilliant in their narrow fields. They're experts in AI, data science, and policy, but shockingly blind to the messy, unpredictable reality of human life. Think about a group of kids inventing a game where they always win. The playing field? Our lives. Their obsession? Creating a perfect, predictable world through AI. Their idea of perfection is a cage, a tightly controlled system where every human action is anticipated and managed. They don't see us as complex, evolving beings. Instead, they treat humans like outdated machines, predictable, programmable, and replaceable. This isn't just about technology. It's about a deep desire for ultimate control disguised as progress. And it's playing out in secret projects and policies designed to reshape reality, often without public knowledge or consent. One of the clearest examples of this obsession is DARPA's MAGICS program. DARPA is the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency, the US government's tech innovation powerhouse. MAGICS stands for Methodological Advancements for Generalizable Insights into Complex Systems. But honestly, it feels like they picked a cool acronym first and then tried to fit a meaning to it. The goal of MAGICS? Use AI to forecast human behavior on a massive scale. Predict how societies will act, how crowds will move, how people will respond to events. But the problem is, DARPA itself admits current AI tools have failed to live up to expectations. Why? Human societies are dynamic, messy, and constantly evolving. AI struggles to keep up with that complexity. MAGICS is chasing paradigm-shifting methods to better predict us. But this isn't about understanding humanity, it's about control. It's a pre-crime fantasy straight out of a sci-fi movie, now funded by the government. The dangerous delusion here is that AI can truly grasp the fluidity of human consciousness, but it can't. And pretending it can is a recipe for disaster. But DARPA's MAGICS is just one piece of a much bigger problem, the obsession with AI mind control fantasies. AI is chronically overhyped, and its profound limitations are consistently ignored by those who stand to gain the most. These projects aren't built on a true understanding of humanity. They're built on a desire to manipulate and control. The fundamental flaw? AI cannot and will not grasp the true complexity and unpredictability of human consciousness. It can't understand empathy, irrational love, or the sudden spark of rebellion, the very things that make us human. The elites want to model you, predict you, and ultimately control you. But you are not a spreadsheet. You are not a predictable algorithm. And this is where their cleverness becomes stupid. Their God, the AI they worship, is blind to the essence of humanity. This digital cage is built on a flawed premise, yet they keep pushing forward, ignoring the chaos and beauty of real life. The question is, will we let them build this cage around us, or will we fight for the unpredictable freedom that defines us? If the elites can't truly understand the messy complexity of human life, how do they ensure their vision of AI control wins? The answer is simple. They rig the rules. Enter the One Big Beautiful Bill Act, or as I call it, the ultimate power play. This massive US legislation centralizes AI regulation at the federal level. States lose the ability to regulate AI independently. No more state laws on AI design, liability, performance, or data handling. Instead, everything funnels through Washington, D.C. Why does this matter? Because it consolidates huge control in the hands of a few powerful players, big corporations, and technocrats pushing AI agendas. They're not just building technology, they're building a legal framework for their digital cage. This bill ensures no local government can stand in their way or impose rules that might slow their ambitions. It's a classic power grab disguised as national interest. The bill includes hundreds of provisions, but the AI section is especially concerning. It imposes a moratorium on state and local AI laws for up to 10 years, freezing local attempts to regulate or limit AI systems. The goal? To create a uniform national standard, but one that heavily favors Silicon Valley and the elite. Critics warn this removes important checks and balances, leaving the public vulnerable to unchecked AI deployment. Supporters say it fosters innovation and keeps the US competitive globally, especially against China. But the real question is, innovation for whom? Because when you rig the rules, it's rare for everyday people. The bill also funnels billions into AI projects across federal agencies, expanding AI's reach everywhere while tightening elite control. But it's not just the US playing this game. Across the Atlantic, the UK is quietly rolling out its version of the digital cage through a system called NECTAR. Developed with Palantir Technologies, a company notorious for its role in mass surveillance, NECTAR is an AI platform that aggregates data from 80 different sources. And this isn't your average data collection. NECTAR pulls in deeply personal and sensitive information: your race, religion, sex life, political views, even your union membership. All of this data is used to profile individuals, identify networks, and support police investigations. What's chilling is that internal police memos have revealed plans to expand NECTAR far beyond its pilot phase. This isn't just a tool for fighting crime, it's a surveillance machine with the potential to monitor entire communities. Civil liberties groups like Liberty and political figures such as David Davis are sounding the alarm. They warn that NECTAR could easily be misused to profile innocent people without their consent, turning society into a panopticon where everyone is watched and judged by AI algorithms. This is the digital cage in action, a real-world example of how AI worship by elites translates into invasive control over everyday lives. And it's happening now, in plain sight. So, after all this talk of mind control, prediction, and surveillance, how do we escape this digital cage? Here's the ironic truth. The answer might be simpler than you think. Even with all the fancy algorithms and billions in funding, the elites often miss the obvious. After all their talk about predicting your every move and reading your mind, they discovered their biggest weakness. The Wi-Fi only works on the ground floor. Yes, seriously. To avoid being mind-read by AI, just go upstairs. It sounds absurd, but this joke highlights something crucial. The perceived power of AI is often overblown. Much of the AI hype is psychological manipulation, designed to make us fearful and compliant. They want you to believe their cage is inescapable, but maybe the lock isn't as strong as they claim. AI isn't some omniscient overlord. It's a tool with limits, often wielded more for control through fear than actual capability. So while the digital cage is real and closing in, humor reminds us not to lose perspective. Sometimes, the best resistance is to see through the fear and recognize the cracks in the system. The digital cage isn't just coming, it's already being built. From DARPA's attempts to predict your future to the UK's NECTAR system profiling your present, the stupid clever elite are pushing their vision of an AI-controlled world. Their AI worship isn't just a quirky belief, it's a dangerous ideology shaping laws and technologies that could limit your freedom in ways you've never imagined. The cage might be closing, but it's not locked tight. By staying informed, speaking out, and demanding transparency and ethics in AI development, we can push back. The future isn't written by elites alone, it's shaped by all of us, and together we can make sure it's a future of freedom, not control. But remember, awareness is your greatest weapon. Understanding their game, recognizing their flawed fantasies, and questioning their motives. That's how we chip away at the bars of this digital cage. So, what's your take? Do you think the Wi-Fi will ever reach the upper floors? Or is the digital cage merely an illusion built on hot air and hubris? Comments below. Hit that subscribe button. Together, let's make sure our future is defined by human freedom, not digital control.